Hey, yes, sir. We back again. To all my people who still watch wrestling, welcome to episode 26
Mm.
of Yes, We Still Watch Wrestling, man. Steve Dent, we got Shaq in the house. Shout out to Chili. He on the road for
He's
work
on
right now.
assignment right now. He on
He's on
assignment,
assignment.
yo.
Yeah,
Praise up, bro. Love, bro.
he's on assignment, but safe travels to him, man. He'll be back with us next week. In regards to it, man. How we feeling, man? Elimination
Feeling
Chamber coming up,
good.
man.
Feeling good, bro. Feeling good. I
Feeling
love
nice.
I love being a wrestling fan and I love not knowing what's happening. Like that's probably like one of the best. You're truly being entertained. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know
Yeah.
what's going on or what direction they taking us. So that is perfect. It's a perfect time to be a wrestling fan right now.
It is, man. It is. I need you to ride with me on something real quick, though.
Okay.
I said ride with me. I ain't say that. I ain't no. We not doing that. I said ride with me. Come on, dog. We not doing that.
And won't you? Somebody looked. Soon as you said that, somebody looked at me and I started laughing.
Okay.
We will never grow up. All right.
We won't
We
grow up.
will never grow up,
But
baby.
that's yeah. But that will pause already, man. But yeah.
He was like right there.
No, I said ride with me,
Hey man, it's
man.
cool, brother. It's cool. I love you regardless.
I would never say the other version. Why would I ever say the other
I don't know,
version?
man. Hey, bro, it's 2025. I love you regardless, bro.
They ain't that type of 2025 for me. Nah. Nah. Ain't no way I would ever say the other version. There's no scenario.
Holy hell, man. Yeah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
So look, I want to start this off a little different tonight.
All right.
Simply because, man, this has been on my heart the entire day. And I kind of been thinking about like how we, saying agenda wise, always coming with the agenda and y'all always throw me ideas and put
Well,
together an agenda for what we're going to talk about. And we kind of follow that format. But I was reminded today while, so I was kind of thinking about what we was going to do. So for those of you that don't know, because y'all new to us, we don't really talk about us as individuals, us as people. Y'all know us as the wrestling fans. Y'all know our opinions. Y'all know who we think is a GOAT is and stuff like that. But as individuals, as people, like this is only just something that we're passionate about. Our number one call is to impact people and to impact lives. We're teachers, we're mentors, you know what I mean? And we'll be remiss. So by now, because unfortunately,
that's a 7-point SAT word right there. Remiss. Good job.
by now, unfortunately, man, there's a viral video of some kids getting shot, which you may not know because 9 times out of 10 you've seen the videos. It's everywhere. It's on Shade Room, it's on World Star, it's on X, it's everywhere. What you may not know is that they're our students. 2 of them former students, 2 of them currently goes to the school that we teach at. We're actually teachers, we're mentors, we have a nonprofit where we mentor kids and things like that. And knowing that we have that platform, we have students who watch the show. We have students who watch the show week to week, who always come up to us and, talk about our takes and things like that. They done put their little homies on and stuff like that. So we have young ones, not just adults. We have young ones that's watching the show week to week. We have family members and things like that. And our first duty is to those people. So since we have this platform, and we're not gonna be long-winded, but I just wanted to address that video real quick. Number one, we say this all the time, and we don't come across as judgmental or anything like that because we was once kids. We both got different stories. I wasn't running the streets, but just like anybody else, I could have very well end up in some of the same similar situations and things like that. But when we say the streets is a myth, and when we tell y'all that these streets don't play fair, this is what we talking about. But I want you to see that the aspect. I want kids. I honestly want our kids, even though they sit and seen the video, but they already saying it right. I want them to read the comments, sure. I want them to go to the comments and see what people are saying. Like people, I went to the comments show and people, sick people, man, don't got no lives. They laughing and joking about teenagers getting shot. Like even memes like he finished him and stuff like that. If you've seen the video, you know what I'm talking about. I want them to see that because these streets don't play fair, and that's exactly what they think of you when you out here doing this, that, and the third. When we out here not valuing each other's lives and stuff like that. they're going to play in your face. They're not going to take this serious as we are in regards to trying to get you to stay out of these streets and try to stay out of these situations. And sometimes when we say it's best to just walk away and leave certain situations alone, this is what we mean by all aspects of what happened in the situation. The video's tough to watch for us. Extremely tough, man. And this is what we're talking about, man, when we say the streets is myth. Like, get out of here. Wherever, and that don't just apply to the city of Portsmouth. Like, wherever you are that's holding you back, get out of there. You know what I'm saying? Get out of there. Keep your head straight. You're going to make mistakes, but keep your head straight. Stay focused, man. And like I said, sometimes it's just best to walk away from certain situations because your life could change or end just like that, man. So,
quickly.
So, man, say your piece, bro. I don't want to ramble, man.
Nah, you good, bro. And I appreciate you. You know, we do have this platform, you know, and like you said, we are more than just wrestling fans, you know. We're fathers, we're brothers, we're mentors. You know, we're big homies to some people. Like, and how I tried to explain it to the kids I was talking to today, look how quick that happened and look what time it was. It was Sunday morning, 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
That quick. Somebody just went to the smoke shop, you know, went and get some roll up, get a vape or whatever, right? Get a pen or whatever. That quick, 30 seconds. That quick. 3 lives changed forever.
Yeah.
Like that quick. Over some foolishness, man. Over some situation that was over with.
Yeah.
So all it's going to do now is going to continue the cycle. Now, you know, those 2 gentlemen been shot. So now what's next? Now, you know, 2 of yours for 2 of mine. Now somebody got to go back out and shoot somebody on that side.
Right.
And we say it all the time, like you said, you know, you, myself, or a couple other teachers in the building, like, you know, Coach Leonard, you know, we try to tell them, like, dog, we've been there. We did this, so you don't got to go through it. Like, we know the outcomes. We know all the possibilities. Listen to us. Like, dog, I promise you ain't nothing nice in these streets. Streets is unforgiving. The streets don't care. Now you a meme. That's how much the streets care about you. You a meme now. You the laughing stock of the internet when you thought you was hard shit. Now, you thought you was untouchable. Now everybody's laughing at you.
Yeah, putting emojis, laughing and joking.
That's what they think about you.
Yeah, I even saw comments like, "Yo, like I heard they dead, LOL." Like that's something to laugh about, but that's what the world thinks of you. You know what I'm saying? That's what they want us to do. It's a reason why that video footage leaked. You know what I mean? It shouldn't have been leaked, but there's a reason why it's leaked, man. Y'all, man.
Just one last one on your point, bro. My fault for cutting you off.
Nah, you good,
I'm
bro.
glad you said that. To any kid in any inner city possible, like, I know you love your hood. I know you love your block. If you have the opportunity to leave, get the hell out. Go as far away as possible. See something new. Breathe some new air, dog. Like, I promise you, go on one trip. Go on a college tour where they take you on a trip. I think your life will change. You won't want to go back. You'll be surrounded by people from all walks of life, beautiful women, fun. Get out and don't look back, man. I did it. I went on one college tour, and that college tour saved my life. I saw the fun and the people at Norfolk State, and I applied, and I said, I'm going here.
Yeah.
And never moved back.
I'm living proof, man, that you ain't, for me and my story, man, I'm living proof that you ain't got to say yes to the streets. You know what I'm saying? I had homies who said yes to the streets, but I never said yes to the streets. I wasn't built like that anyway, but I never said yes to the streets, man. And I got up out. You know what I mean? I got up out, you know what I'm saying, of the city, and it's the best thing I ever did, man, because who knows, like, had I stayed there and just took a regular job or whatnot, my life would not be what it is right now, man. So y'all keep y'all head on straight, man. Y'all going to go through obstacles. Y'all going to make mistakes. And not here to say that you're not, but listen to wisdom, man. And like I said, it's okay to walk away from situations. And it's okay to knuckle up, y'all, man. It's okay to square up, man.
It's okay to be the L, man. It's okay to lose a fight.
It's okay to lose a fight. Right? It's okay to square up, man. We got to value each other's lives because the rest of the world doesn't. It is what it is, man. So love y'all, man.
But like, you know, I love you.
Yeah, for sure, man. I felt like we had a duty to start the pod off like that tonight. It is a wrestling podcast, but like I said, we're not just wrestling fans. So I felt like we had a duty to kind of address that, man. But But let's get into it, man. On a lighter note, man, Rock Cody had a very interesting promo Saturday night, and it sparked a very interesting promo. Friday night. I'm sorry, excuse me, Friday night. It sparked a lot of speculation in regards to what's coming up next. The purpose of it's been a lot of talk about this promo, and whether you liked it or you loved it, that's the whole point.
I was so confused, yeah.
What was you confused about? Let's go into it. Let's talk about it.
Like, no, the theme of the promo, whatever you want to call it, the summation I got, but just him flipping back from heel to face was confusing me. Like, 1 minute he's talking like, I love you, Cody. Shut up before I come out there and I smack the syphilis off your mouth. Like, where are we going? Hilarious, yes, but it's confusing me at the same time because I don't know what Rock is trying to do right now. I don't think Rock knew what he was trying to do. I think he was just talking and because he kept saying the same thing over and over again. I want you to be my champion. My champion. My champion. Like, I think he was just gone out there and he kind of fumbled and he was just rolling with it.
Yeah, I think we're at a stage now where, like, it's almost like in real life, like he knows he's a boss, so he can go out there and do what he wants.
If he cuts and dropping F-bombs, he can do what he wants.
Rock he's had a habit lately of taking promos that could be like 10, 15 minutes and turning them into like 30-minute segments.
It was my show. I'm gonna do what I want.
Yeah. So that was my issue. I think the segment was way too long.
That part too. But it's literally his show.
It's literally his show. So
literally his show. It'll start with him. It's literally his show.
It's kind of, I hate to say it, but kind of on some Vince McMahon stuff, man. Where it's his show and he kind of.
I can't let you do that.
Nah, like they changed. They changed. They changed the whole game plan last minute because of Rock. Literally changed the whole card.
I can't let you.
Everything last minute.
I can't let you compare to Vinnie Mac though. Vinnie Mac a dirty man.
Nah, I mean, it ain't with ill intent, but Rock knows what he doing. He knows certain people gonna lose their spot. He knows some people gonna be take off the card. He know what he doing, man. Here's what I will say. He was out there being a tweener. For the first time, I think it made sense. Because I think him kind of giving us that conflicting role makes the promo he cut on Netflix, the debut, makes sense. Because now we see, like, this has all been a ploy to get Cody on his side. And he could easily say, hey, well, Cody beat Roman. You know what I'm saying? He's a champ right now. Mm-hmm. He's defeated everybody. So maybe I can pull this move and not necessarily have to fight him, but to actually get him on my side, but literally work for me and be my champion, kind of like selling his soul or whatever. Kind of like how Stone Cold did with WrestleMania 17 with him and Vince or whatever. I think it made sense from that perspective. It was way too long of a promo.
Right.
But from that perspective, it made sense and it made stuff real interesting because we really don't know what's about to happen. We have no clue how they're going to do this. There's talks of it being Cena and Cody, and that's why Cody will possibly turn heel. Because of, like, they want to heal, even though I don't think neither one of them need to be healed for that match.
I would like to see it, but now.
And they don't need it.
They don't need it, cool. But I would love to see it. It'll be cool. I'd love to see one of them as a heel.
What I will say is if he does turn heel, it does make that match interesting now. I wouldn't be interested in that match without that story. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, and then you have some people thinking it wasn't even necessary. Like, Minnie was like, yo, this could have been a tweet. You know what I'm saying? Like, this could have been an email. Like, some people think it wasn't even necessary, man. So it's tricky, man. We got a lot of, what you think is about to happen? What's your guess?
We got to go into predictions for me to think what that's about to happen.
Oh, the Elimination Chamber, right?
I think it's about to happen ties into the chamber.
Gotcha. We about, this is very, I will say he's made things very, very interesting because he's almost coming off, he's a heel that wants to be liked. And I think that's what's going to get him to finally, like, go full heel when everybody turns on him. If he does get, either way, if he gets Cody on his side of night, he's going full-blown heel Saturday. That's what I will say. He's going full-blown heel Saturday because he's going to look at it and kind of point the finger back at everybody else. So it just made things really interesting. Then I literally, before we got online, I was watching Cody and Seth's promo from last night. That was very telling as well.
It was a great promo too.
That was a great promo. That's very telling, man. And this is what storytelling looks like, because it's tying into everything, man. So we're gonna get more into, because this promo leads into our Elimination Chamber predictions, which we're gonna get into later in the show. So we're gonna talk about that more. Speaking of not knowing what's about to happen, I think everybody and their mama thought Jade was coming back last night.
Yo, bro, you've been thinking that for like the past 4 weeks.
It was obvious, bro.
Time Bianca and Naomi in the main event, yo, Jade coming back to you.
It was
Jade coming back tonight.
I've done it a couple times. I haven't done it a lot. I've only done it twice. But last night I was certain, like I was dead. Literally, I was dog tired. I literally took a nap at 10 o'clock. Set my alarm for 11 because I wanted to see how Jade came back.
You went to sleep and woke up.
I fell asleep on the couch. Won't
go be no waking up if I went to sleep last night.
Woke up at 11. I was like, all right, let me rewind this real quick to see how Jade came back. I ended up watching the match, and the women's tag match, that was
fire.
Candidate for TV match of the year. Candidate for TV match of the year. At first my number one was Rollins and Finn from last week. But I think that match was better. That fire match, man. Shout out to them, because I didn't expect that. But of all nights, I'm thinking, all right, they're going to lose the tag team titles. And how they lose the tag team titles is going to be because Jade comes back. She did not, man. So what do you think of Liv and Raquel being the new women's tag team champions, man?
Like, I don't know what we're doing with the Judgment Day. Like, 1 minute, it seems like they're done for. And then the next minute they win gold. Like this is a roller coaster with the Judgment Day, but I think them losing the straps also ties in to the Elimination Chamber and who's going to Mania.
We can talk. I was about to say, because I got that on the agenda, because I think I have an idea what's about to happen with the Judgment Day. But I like the idea of Liv and Raquel, because even though Liv it's kind of like, all right, so Liv is a solo star. Just like Bianca is a solo star, and Naomi too in her own right. But together, they are a true tag team, because they've won the tag team titles before. Everybody, we're in the era now where we see the breaking the kayfabe, so we know they're real cool in real life. So they come off as a true tag team, even though like they didn't come up together as a tag team, if that makes sense. I feel like Bianca and Naomi kind of like brought back the relevancy to that title. To those titles. I don't even think the titles was that relevant with Bianca and Jade. I feel like Bianca and Naomi kind of made those titles relevant to the point where it can main event on Raw last night. They could have that fire match and stuff like that. So if you're going to give it to somebody else, it was time for Bianca to lose the belt, because it's time for her to go on her singles push, which we're going to talk about here in a second. But if you're going to lose the belt, really no other women. The only other women's tag team that you would consider like, okay, this could come off as a true tag team is Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. Other than that, I can't really think of another one off the top of my head. I don't really have maybe Io Sky and Kairi Sane. But I think Kairi Sane hurt. If I'm not mistaken. And we know Asuka's hurt for sure. She should be coming back soon. But I think Kairi Sane is hurt. I think that's why Io has been by themselves. Maybe Io and Dakota Kai. But other than that, like, it's really... So if you're going to give it somebody to keep the torch going, to actually like keep the titles relevant, I think Liv and Raquel can do that, especially with the Judgment Day storyline. So now we got to sit here and guess how Jade's going to come back. Are they going to have a rematch and Jade's going to come back then? Are they going to be out here cutting the promo and then Jade comes back then? We know Jade is coming back. Now it's just about when. What's your guess? When you think Jade coming back?
Like, I don't know. Like, it's everything be so... Like I said, this is a great time to be a wrestling fan, especially if you like WWE, just because when you think one thing is going to happen, it doesn't happen. And they go in the opposite direction. Like you said, last night did feel like that was the night with them being in the main event. It went past 10 o'clock. And I was looking like, oh boy. I was like, okay, this might be a special episode of Raw. Yeah. It was special in terms of the wrestling product. The wrestling on Raw Monday was great.
Yeah,
the work rate on Raw between the triple threat match, the tag match, it was great.
Great.
I thought Jade was coming back, so I don't know now. Like, does it make sense for it? Could it be maybe Bianca's about to win the Chamber, and that's when she comes back. Like, I don't know now. Like, I don't know.
That's a good one. We don't know. Yeah,
I
that's a
don't
good one.
know.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. We don't know, man. We got to see what happens with that. Let's talk about Judgment Day real quick since you brought it up.
Yeah.
All right. So here's what I think. Here's what I think is about to happen, right? And I kind of had this idea before I saw rumors about it on social media. Not necessarily rumors. I saw somebody make the same prediction earlier. And I was like, you know what? I was kind of already leading this way because we talked about this on episodes previously back. You remember when Dom gave Chad Gable the card and was like, I'm going to send you to this guy, the guy that studied like the dark arts of Lucha Libre.
Yeah.
We talked about who owned that school, and it was Aleister Black or Malachi Black. We don't know who he's coming back as right now. I'm going to just call him Aleister Black for right now. And then they keep asking, like Dom keeps wanting to have a new member. Of course, he would want the new member to be whoever he sent Chad to. But Finn keeps saying no new members. I think they about to kick Finn out the group, yo. I think the only tricky part is what happens with JD. What does JD do? The other tricky part is that I think it makes sense because they've talked, the reports were at the end of last year that Finn, and I don't know when because it seemed like Finn can never win a big match. But they're talking about this being Finn's year, that they're going to give Finn a major push this year. That's what reports were all towards the end of last year. So I don't know how they're going to do that, but if you're going to do it, you do have to, I do believe you have to separate him from Judgment Day. I think you have to force him back into that face mode. I don't think he can have a push as a heel. I think we got to see Demon Finn Balor come back for certain pay-per-views, things like that. So I honestly think they're plotting to kick him out of Judgment Day. It's just about what happens with Finn and Carlito when it happens. What you think?
I like that. Kicking him out and then bringing in Aleister Black.
And then bringing and then Aleister Black fits that group perfectly. Perfectly. I don't think Judgment Day needs to be disbanded and as a whole. I just think it needs a makeover.
No, I like that idea. I like that. I didn't think it was going that way. I like that.
And then with Aleister Black coming back, you know Trips is going to book him well. He's going to book him well. So Trips is going to book him well. Trips loves Aleister Black, yo. Speaking of love, real quick, did you see the report that he was upset that he been upset lately that DIY ain't getting no pop?
Who, Trips?
Yeah.
I ain't read
It's a report. It's a report saying that when on Rumble he got emotional because DIY literally got no pop, and they haven't been getting any I like when they come out since. Even though I honestly think DIY is doing great work right now. I think character work, the stuff they've been doing were pretty deadly. It's time for them to lose the belts to the Prophets, but yeah, I just thought that was funny. I was gonna comment on that real quick.
Not to the Prophets, not just yet. Got to build that up a little bit first.
So I've had to admit that I was wrong about Jay coming back. I was. Now, brother, it's time for you to admit you should have your apology ready.
I didn't say the match wasn't going to happen.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I never said the match wasn't going to happen.
What did you say?
I said that I could see it happen. I don't know how it ends. I said I could see like a DQ, a double DQ. That's exactly what I said.
Not what
Look
you
it up.
said.
Run it back.
I almost want to go to the YouTube. Guys, sent y'all the video.
We can go back. We can go back to this. We'll do it over here. We'll do it over here. We'll do it over here because I know what I said.
What you say?
I just told you what I said. I didn't say I don't think it's not going to happen. I was like, I don't see how it ends.
No, that's not what you said. You said exactly how you thought it was going to end. Because you said it was going to end. You said
DQ. Yeah.
Your exact words were that match is not going to end clean. It's going to end in some type of shenanigans.
How is that not saying that it's not going to happen? I didn't say it wasn't going to happen.
No, before that, it was what you said before that. You said that match makes no sense to even happen because, number one, Moose being the TNA X Division champions, being like the Cruiserweight champion WWE, the match makes no sense. It's not going to happen.
You make it two of the points that I made. You trying to intertwine them.
I was like, you said at the end it wasn't going to happen.
You said belt for belt, right? And I said that doesn't make sense. The belt for belt part, because the X Division champion is like a cruiserweight. That's for the Cruiserweight champion. ship, something like that, like the high flyers and stuff like that.
But
that's why I said that.
Yeah, so you said the match is not going to happen because it makes no sense. That's what you said.
I said the belt for belt part doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that was the whole point.
I said the belt for belt part doesn't make sense.
Okay, all right. So you are right. You didn't say the match wasn't going to happen.
I said the belt for belt part.
I specifically said title for title, and you said no, that's not going to happen.
Yeah,
I'm not focused on the match part. We knew the match was going to happen. I'm focused on when I said title for title. You said it doesn't make no sense. That's not going to happen because him being the TNA ex-champion is like a slap in the face in a way because it would be like being a...
I didn't say a slap in the face. I didn't
have the video, Shaq.
I didn't say a slap in the face. You're right. I didn't say slap in the face. I didn't say that.
What do you say?
I said it doesn't make sense. Like, Open's damn sure. Moose saying a cruiserweight, and Open's damn sure not a cruiserweight.
They definitely not cruiserweight. But when I saw the headline, title for title, I said, oh, yeah, me an apology, because you said it didn't make sense, and they doing it.
Because I said it didn't make sense, now I owe you an apology?
Yeah, because you said it won't go happen because it doesn't make sense. And you and Willie was shaking your heads like I just threw out some crazy idea. But
I apologize, Quincy.
Thank you. But they I mean, does the belt have a different meaning now though? That's what I was gonna ask you.
I don't believe so, no.
The TNA X Division belt. I don't follow TNA like you have. So you still it's no way it still means like a cruiserweight title of Moose Scatter though, right?
So it's sort of like,
is it like having the Intercontinental title over there now or something?
So, nah, I don't think so. It could be. Just because people like AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, like Joe, when Joe was younger and smaller, they were X Division champions.
Got you.
Like the Ultimate X matches is like, if you know what the Ultimate X match is, like one of the craziest concepts. It's kind of dope, but Open's not doing that.
Nah, I never explain to the audience what that is.
All right, so it's the best way to describe it is like a ladder match with no ladder. Like the title is hung up, so they have the ring, then they have posts, and then above the ring is 4 posts, and then they have ropes going from post to post, and it makes an X, and the title's hung up in the middle of the ropes. So you have to climb up the post and then like shimmy your way across the ropes in the sky to get the title down.
That sounds crazy.
Look at one of the best matches in the best match TNA history was the Ultimate X match between Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, and Christopher Daniels. It was like I believe it's the only 5-star match in TNA history.
I watched that match. It wasn't Ultimate X.
It was an Ultimate X match?
Nah, I watched the match.
They had another one that was Ultimate X. My apologies. They had another that was Ultimate X.
I watched both. I watched both of those triple threats because you told me to watch, and neither one of them was Ultimate X.
They had another Ultimate X match. And I know AJ and Christopher Daniels had one. But look at the Ultimate X match and see if you see Open Femi doing that.
I mean, I can by the way you described it, I can already tell he not doing that. He can't even see Moose doing that.
Right.
So yeah, I like the title for title idea because
I like the idea of the match, the concept of the match.
It makes it must watch TV, especially for if you're gonna have it at Roadblock. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think they was gonna do it at Roadblock. I thought it was gonna be Stand and Deliver. So we might still see Trick versus Oba at Stand and Deliver. We might still get that match. I hope we do.
I do like this partnership now. This is what wrestling is supposed to be. This is something Vince would never do.
Do you think there's ever a time in our lives as wrestling fans, while we're, knock on wood, while we're still alive and breathing, that we would ever see AEW and WWE combine for a pay-per-view? You don't think it would ever happen? Why?
Ego.
I agree.
No, ego's number one.
It's the competition.
Yeah, ego's number one. And also, like, what's the best way to put it? So when you have two major corporations, even though WWE is Big Brother, right? That's big homie to AEW. AEW is still a major American corporation. So then when you put two of those things together, it's sort of like, okay, we're gonna do world champion versus world champion. Well, who's world champion is gonna lose?
Exactly. Yeah. That's why I don't think it ever happened.
Who's world champion is gonna lose?
I'm not gonna help spotlight your talent. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. See, it works for TNA because TNA needs the spotlight. They need the help. They're not on a major television network.
Same with New Japan Wrestling.
Same with New Japan. They're not in America like that. So those partnerships work. But when you got two major companies, Ego's gonna get involved, or even like somebody on the like everybody's gonna want their wrestler to go over in every match.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so let's get down to the main event of the evening. Elimination Chamber predictions, man. Your title is on the line.
Once again, you cannot tell the champ.
No, your title is on the line.
I've been
Every
a
pay-per-view.
fighting champ.
You
I have been a
have.
fighting
It's
champion,
not, and
dog.
it's
I'm
time for you to.
tired.
Time for you to lose a belt.
Even
Well,
Cody wrestling,
first of all,
Cody wrestling.
me and Willie was talking about this the other day. You make all the safe bets in the world, like all the safe bets, like all the safe bets.
You gotta beat the champ, man. You gotta beat me.
So first and foremost, Elimination Chamber predictions. First and foremost, we're gonna go with the match that I'm willing to bet is gonna open the match. And that is open the card. And that is the women's Elimination Chamber match. We have Liv Morgan versus Alexa Bliss versus Bianca Belair versus Bayley versus Naomi versus Pop Roxanne Perez, the Prodigy. Who do you have winning this Elimination Chamber match and going on to WrestleMania 41 to face Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship? Here you go. I got Bianca Belair for sure. I got Bianca. I think,
and they lost. It ties in. They lost the belts. I think they lost for that reason.
Them losing the belts solidified it for me. It solidified it. It would be no other reason why they lose the belts. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So the fact that they lost solidified that Bianca's winning this match.
They lost the belts. I'm going Bianca.
It's the right call, man. And nothing against the other women, man. I would be over the moon if Roxanne won. I think that would be fire, but I think Bianca deserves it. I think Bianca gave up her single spot to be in a tag team, you know what I'm saying, and kind of like help promote that or whatnot. But we know what Bianca is. She's a single star. She's helped make that title relevant. It's time to put her back in the main event spotlight. And if that match does happen, it deserves the main event one of those nights. Will it? Probably not. But it deserves. I would love for it the main event. I mean, you can't. I can't justify even. You know, I'm a Roman Reigns guy. I can't justify putting that triple threat in the main event ahead of Rhea Ripley versus Bianca for the title.
It would.
I'm not saying it won't. I'm not saying like I said, more than likely the match probably won't main event. But does it deserve to main event? Is what I'm saying. And the question is absolutely, like, it deserves to be main event of night one. That should be main event of night one, and main event of night two, it should be whoever Cody's facing. I personally think Roman, if they do Roman Seth Punk or Roman versus Seth, I think that match should main event. Should open night two. But you already know that's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? But I think as big as that match is, and as much as we've been wanting Bianca Belair versus Rhea, I just don't want to see it open WrestleMania. I think that's the easy.
I don't think that'll open. They'll probably go in middle. I don't think it will open now.
It will have to open. It definitely opens. Absolutely.
Okay.
It definitely opens night one or night two. It will open night one or night two for sure. I'll be willing to bet that it opens night one.
Match Logan Paul in. Logan Paul is in opens.
They always have a women's world title match open.
Good point.
Except for, I say that about WrestleMania 39, it was a match before the where Bianca and Io was like midway, but Rhea and Charlotte was like the match before the main event.
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte and Tiff might be midway, like the Bianca and Asuka match was, but that Rhea Ripley Bianca Belair match, that's if that doesn't main event, I guarantee it opens night one or night two, one of those nights. All right, so let's get into next. Next match will be, hold on, I lost my thing. Oh, here we go. All right, so the next match we're gonna get into is Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus versus Nia Jax and Candice LeRae.
They're winning.
Yeah, we already know Tiffany Stratton.
They're not going to make Tiffany look weak before Mania, and Trish is from Toronto.
And Candice is taking the pin. We already know that. All right, next, the big one, pause. What will Cody Rhodes' answer be to The Rock?
It's going to be no.
It is going to be no. I'm with you. It's gonna be no. It's too soon to turn him heel. It doesn't. I. This is not to contradict what I said earlier. I do think it would make it interesting if he did turn heel. Only if he faced John Cena. Only if he faced John Cena. Because it will almost be like how Willie has said, and I agree that we need the story of John Cena constantly getting closer and closer and closer, and then finally getting over the hump. If you align Cody Rhodes with The Rock, it makes that much more of an obstacle, and it makes it that much more interesting to see how John Cena is going to do it. But with that being said, it's too soon. He's too over. It literally would feel like WrestleMania 17 if he turned
for no reason. Yeah,
it'd just be for no reason, man. Like nobody was ready for Stone Cold to turn heel, regardless of what the internet might say. Right? If wrestling fans and newcomers, matter of fact, newcomers, I want you to pay attention to the internet, and I want you to pay attention to what really happens when the show goes live on air. Those are two separate things. The internet and what people want to happen on the internet and what people react to.
In the arena, two different things.
It's two different things. It's two different reactions. So you can go by the internet and be like, oh, like everybody wants Cody to turn heel. No, they don't. If you pay attention to the matter of fact, pay attention to the reaction that he got on Raw, not when he came out. When they showed him in the beginning of the show walking from his bus, crowd went crazy. So we're not ready for Cody to turn heel yet, man. It's not time, man. It's not time. So I agree with you. He's going to say no. But bonus prediction, what happens after he says no?
Get the dog. He might get pissed beat down his legs.
By who?
It depends on when that comes on.
What you mean?
Like, when does that segment come on?
So the way the card is set up, it's going to be the middle of the card. Is it going to be the middle of the card, or it's going to be right before the main event? It's possible they could have it open, but the way they've had it done lately, it's always been the women's Elimination Chamber main opening, then the men main event.
The Rock gonna kick stuffing out of there.
Question is how, and it's gonna be very. I honestly, I don't know. I predict what I will say. What might happen is somebody might come out and help him that we don't even see coming. Like we don't even know like it's gonna happen. Like we might see Solo come out there. We don't know. It might, you know what I'm saying? It might be a few options of people that might come out there, you know what I'm saying? Somebody might come out there and be like, look, like if you don't want to be your champion, let me be by your side now to eventually become champion. Like, you know what I mean? Who knows? Somebody might come out there, try to state their claim or whatever. It's gonna be very interesting to see what happens. But I do agree with you. I do think he's gonna say no. And I think the Seth promo, I think that sealed that too.
Mm-hmm.
The unsanctioned match between KO and Sami Zayn. Who wins?
Number one, the fans win because they gonna put on. Like they gonna put on. They ain't gonna be in Canada. They gonna put on. That match is gonna be at me. And because it's unsanctioned, it's in Canada. I'll never say never, but I think this might be the last time we see this for a while. Hopefully they split these two up and separate them as far as possible. Just give it some time to breathe. We don't, because WWE and other promotions, they used to just run back to Sammy versus KO all the time, right? So I feel that this time it might be for good. This might be one of the last times we see it, but this person needs a win. I'm going with KO.
Honestly, I don't think it ends no time soon. Let me say this. I think they put a pin in it. Because at this point, Randy Orton has to come back for WrestleMania.
Right.
If you're trying to sell tickets, Randy Orton has to be on this card. He's a huge draw. So I think they put a pin in it. I do think Randy Orton interferes some way, shape, form, or fashion. I think if I had to pick a winner, I'm going to go with Sammy, strictly because I think Randy Orton might interfere. But it's a strong possibility that this match may not even start. The bell may never ring, and we may not get a winner. And they might put it, I think they're going to put it.
It's unsanctioned, so there won't be a bell. There shouldn't. If we're going by unsanctioned rules.
The bell got to start the match.
But it's not a bell.
The match has to start. It's literally called an unsanctioned match.
The
The match has to start at some point. It has to start at some point. It don't start when the music hits. So what if KO attacked Sammy at the entrance and they never even make it to the ring to start the match? You know what I mean? Stuff like that. I think they put a pin in it. I think we see this match again, not at Mania. I think we probably see it like at Backlash in Paris, Money in the Bank, something like that. It might not even make it to the ring. They might start brawling in the back. Pause. So I mean, it's gonna be crazy. I paused it.
It's still hilarious.
It is funny. Yeah, I'm gonna go Sammy. All right, and then last but not least, we have the men's Elimination Chamber match. In the men's Elimination Chamber match, we have John Cena on his retirement tour versus CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre versus Logan Paul versus Damian Priest versus Seth freaking Rollins. Who do you have winning this match?
Yeah, goes last. You know this, huh?
This is tough, man, because I really and truly want CM Punk to win this match. I want this for CM Punk, man. Either CM Punk or Drew McIntyre. Seth, too. Yeah, I would be cool with any one of those three, because I think all three of those deserve it. I would say Punk won, simply because Seth, even though it was in a tag team match, Seth has main evented WrestleMania twice. The Money in the Bank cash in and the tag team match. CM Punk has never even graced the main event in no way, shape, form, or fashion. And I think, and realistically, Drew versus Cody, it's not going to be a huge draw for WrestleMania Vegas. No. But CM Punk versus Cody, absolutely will. I really want to pick CM Punk, man. Like, I really and truly, you know what I am? I'm going CM Punk. I'm not picking John Cena, dog. I just can't do it. I know he's going to win the match, but I'm not picking him. I'm going CM Punk, man. Who you got?
I got Charles Montgomery Punk, man.
You got CM Punk, too?
And the reason why I'm going with Punk is because of the promo that he cut against Logan Paul. He said something very specific that I was looking like,
What did he say?
He said, okay, he talked about The Rock wanted Cody to sell him his soul. And he was looking like, but I am the devil myself. I was looking like CM Punk is going to take that offer up. So CM Punk, Cody's not going to take it, but CM Punk was like, I will. I'll do anything for that WrestleMania spot. So that's why I'm going with CM Punk. Just because of that right there, but he was like, but I'm the devil himself. And I was looking like, oh, he's gonna sell his soul. Yeah, he's gonna sell his soul for that spot.
Hey, dog, you cooking with fish grease for that one. Hey, dog, because
I do this, man.
Because I'm gonna add on to that. I'm gonna add on to it. Go back to the promo that Cody and CM Punk had, and what did he say to him? He said, "I'll never stab you in the back, but I will stab you in the front."
I'll stab you in the front. Yeah.
Yo, hey, yeah. If that happened, Cody says no. Rock comes back out and he gives CM Punk a look, and all of a sudden, like, CM Punk turns and aligns with The Rock, and then you got Punk versus Cody at Mania with a heel Punk aligned with The Rock of all people. Yo, that would be crazy. That would be insane. For the record, I wouldn't want that to happen, though. I ain't gonna lie. It's a fire story now, don't get me wrong. But I would want to see Punk as just himself. Like, he's always been straight edge. He's always been, I don't need nobody, I don't need no help, stuff like that. I don't want him to conform. But to your point, he's never been in the main event of WrestleMania. Oh, but what about the favor, though?
I don't know, though. Like, I feel as though, like, sometimes you got to have as many aces in your hole as possible, though. Like, you want to build up so much cachet that nothing's going to stop you.
So CM Punk will have to come out. All right, if that happens the way you think it happens, then that would have to be the main event. Cody giving Rock the answer.
No. You see how you got it all wrong, though. Like we've been saying, that whether the promo could happen Like whenever, that's why I said depends on when that happens. Like if that's gonna come on last, then I don't know. Or like Cody Punk or somebody could still do it and still get put in the WrestleMania spot. But
it wouldn't.
Right, hold on. Like, but remember, The Rock, he's the boss, so he does what he wants. He'll come out, open these damn doors right now, let me in.
But that doesn't. What I'm saying is that it doesn't make sense for Punk to turn heel after they have that promo. It would make sense for him. It would make. I'm sorry. Yeah, it would make sense for him to do it
after the promo.
No, after the match. Have the promo after the match. Punk already wins. And then Cody says no, and then Punk comes out there after he's already solidified that he's going to be facing Cody at Mania. Then he comes out and turns heel and align himself with The Rock. I don't think it makes sense to have that promo before the match. Because if Cody says no, right, and you about to have Punk align with The Rock, because you already, and here's why it doesn't make sense. You don't want to overkill the interference. We know for a fact, well, actually, do we know for a fact? But I'm willing to go on the limb and say we know for a fact that Roman Reigns is interfering in this match in some way, shape, form, or capacity. Can we agree on that?
Yeah.
I'm willing. I mean, you right what you said earlier. We really don't know. But I'm about 90% sure that Roman Reigns is going to interfere in this match. I don't think you want to overkill that. So that's why I think that would have to be the main event. Rock and Cody, where they giving his answer. It would have to be after Punk wins the Chamber. CM Punk comes out after Cody says no and help The Rock beat up Cody Rhodes.
Guess we'll find out Saturdays.
Cause Cody won't even be in the match. Rock coming out of Elimination Chamber being like open the match and then helping CM Punk win. That won't pause. It won't hit us. Nah, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that.
So where you was going, dog? I don't know how you're gonna work your way out of that one.
I ain't gonna say that. Nah, that was about to sound insane. Matter of fact, let's go with this or that. You had the floor. You had the floor, dog. That was about to sound insane.
Yeah, I'm sorry, people. And once again, no, we will never grow up, guys.
Nah, that was about
Leave us alone, man. Let us have fun. We'll never grow up.
That was about to sound insane, though. I ain't gonna lie. I couldn't even say that, dog.
To all my wrestling fans, all my people that still watch wrestling, This or That is a segment where I ask the fellas, and especially you all, a question, it's a comment, it could be a scenario, and we just throw shit at the wall and let's see what we can come up with. So, my brother Quincy, tonight on This or That, I'm going to ask you, give me your top 3 wrestlers, right? Your top 3 wrestlers who you feel should have been world champion in any organization or any promotion, but never got that shot.
WWE title, when we talk about WWE, or
like the world title. And any, it could be WCW, it could be ECW, it could be WWE, it don't matter.
I say for sure, well, then my Booker T did win the title. He was just King Booker when he did it. By now, definitely Shinsuke, for sure. Shinsuke, oh my God. Because simply, you don't lose to Jinder Mahal, dog. I much respect to Jinder Mahal, man. He got some good stuff going on. But to have him randomly, with no backstory whatsoever, beat Shinsuke twice,
more than once.
After Shinsuke had already lost at WrestleMania, ooh, my God, that was vicious, bro. Shinsuke is at the top of that list. AEW, I'm definitely going with Cody. I never understood why Cody was never champ. Like, never. Like, I never understood. Like, when he lost that match, I forgot who he had that match with. And it was, matter of fact, wasn't it MJF? If he lost, he would never be able to go after the world title. I never understood that. I mean, don't get me wrong. It made the storyline in WWE that much better. So, you know what I'm saying? If you followed that storyline in AEW, and it carried over to WWE, because that's the first thing he did was made it known that that's the title that his dad had never won. It carried over beautifully, but if we just focus on AEW, I never understood why Cody was never champ at no point in time. You get a belt to Chris Jericho, which I'm not saying they shouldn't have, but you get that Chris Jericho win, but Cody doesn't win at all. Like, think about it. Like, all of the people who's been in that front office or been pitched as like on the board whereas Kenny Omega, Young Bucks, Chris Jericho, one of the founding fathers, like all of them won except for Cody. That didn't make sense. And I honestly, and I would throw another name into that hat. I don't understand why Sammy Guevara has never like been pitched as an underdog to win. I never he had all the momentum at one point, man. Him and I will put him in. Now I think Darby Allin's gonna get his moment soon.
Darby's gonna get
it. I think the
Yeah.
only reason why Darby ain't
He'll kill himself first.
Yeah, he's climbing. What's the mountain that he's climbing again?
Mount Everest.
Mount Everest. Yeah, he's climbing Mount Everest. Best of luck to him. Prayers with him, man. I couldn't do that, but yeah, prayers to him, man. But I think when he's come back, I think he's gonna be the one to beat John Moxley and win. So he's gonna get his time soon. But Sammy Guevara and Cody, I would tie them to, and I feel like I'm forgetting somebody in WCW. Like I don't know why my mind keeps going to WCW. I feel like there's somebody in WCW who should have won that never did. I'm trying to think of everybody right now. I can't think. Did Lex ever win?
This one in WCW, not in WWF. Remember they did the whole Lex Express nonsense?
Yeah, I do remember that. You're right.
Razor Ramon Scott Hall never won the title either.
I don't think Scott. Oh, shoot. No. Number one is Roddy Piper. That's number one. Well, yeah, that's number one. Roddy not winning is one of the biggest crimes ever. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, when you go back and think about that, that is insane that he never won the world title, bro. Like, never. As a heel, if you have an extra incentive to boo Hogan,
yeah,
I just gave you one.
I don't think you need an extra one, but yeah.
Because well, black people don't. If black people don't, we don't need an extra incentive. I'm talking to everybody else. Black people don't need no more incentives. We got all the ammo we need. But if you're not black and you needed a reason, Hogan is the reason why Roddy Piper never won, man. It's just flat out. Man, Roddy's number one. I'm taking Shinsuke off the list to make room for Roddy. Roddy got to be one, man. Yeah, that is a crime, bro. A crime.
Same way you feel about Roddy, I can agree, but I have somebody else in my number one spot.
Who you got?
$1 million. As far as heel, dog, what else did that man have to do as a heel?
I put $1 Million Man in the same spot as Jake the Snake.
That's fair.
So I'm with you though. What else did he have to do? I'm with you.
But I had $1 Million Man, Mr. Perfect, and Shelton Benjamin there. Shelton Benjamin should have been a world champ, dog. Shelton Benjamin should have been a world champ.
And I love
that man put on.
I love Shelton Benjamin. I don't know about world champ. And I love Shelton Benjamin.
That man put on. And Mr. Perfect.
I love Shelton Benjamin. I don't know about world champ though, bro.
That man put on.
I don't know about world champ. I don't know about world champ.
Oh, he's the gold standard, baby.
Who should have been WWE champ who never won is Mark Henry. Mark Henry should have beat John Cena that time when he faked that retirement.
A lot of people should have beat John Cena.
But specifically when he faked that retirement, he should have. Yeah, he should have won. He should have beat John Cena, bro.
AJ just did that right because he had on the blue suit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I had a lot of them are like throwbacks, like Mr. Perfect. Of course, I'm gonna go Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Mr. Perfect, Ricky for sure, Mr. Perfect. $1 Million Man, even though I can see that some people might say, nah, I can see both sides on that, but I'm with you, $1 Million Man. I don't know about
it worked out better for him though, just because he got to create the $1 Million belt.
I don't know about Shelton Benjamin, dog. And I love Shelton Benjamin, man. I don't know about Shelton Benjamin.
Work like that in this day and age?
What?
$1 Million Man.
Nah, no sir. No sir.
The closest we have, I think, is MJF.
Had you asked that before the election, I would have said yeah. But now, after what we see going on right now, no sir.
The closest thing we have is MJF.
Yeah.
But like $1 Million Man was like going to restaurants and tipping 100%. Like they made him ride around, like they paid him to ride around in a limo.
Yeah.
He couldn't go into nothing but less than like 5-star restaurants. He had a budget of like $1,000 a day.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's what we thought wrestling was real. He had to live that. He had to live the life.
And for the youngest that's watching, We talking about $1,000 a day in the 80s,
in
in
the
the
80s,
90s.
not now.
That's a lot of money.
In the
That was a
80s,
lot of
yeah,
money then. That was
$1,000
a
a
lot
day,
of money
yeah.
then. We talking about when gas was under $1 a gallon.
Gas
Like,
was
you
a
know what I'm saying?
nickel for
Yeah.
sweet loose catfish.
$1,000 a day back then was a lot of money per day. That's a lot of
Per
money per
day,
day.
yeah, per day.
That's a lot of money per
That was a
day.
dope character. That's one of the dopest characters ever, man. He got to
Yeah,
live that. He got to live it.
it was,
You tell
man.
me he won't do no cocaine.
That's crazy, bruh. But yeah, I don't know about Shelton Benjamin, bruh. And I don't mean to sound like a hater. I really don't.
My brother's.
I don't mean to sound like a hater. I don't. I love Shelton Benjamin, bruh. World champ, though, I don't know, man. I just
It could have worked, dog. If it worked with Kofi, it could have worked with Shelton.
I mean, based on the booking, it could have worked. If you book him right, it could have worked. He could have had a storyline with him and Kurt Angle, possibly. You know what I'm
See, it
saying?
writes itself, baby. The teacher versus the student, it writes itself.
But I don't know. I don't know. And Sheldon, if you ever watch this, I promise you I'm not hating. I promise you I'm not. Promise.
Don't worry, Shelton. He don't got to be at the interview. Just I'll be there. Don't worry.
I promise you I'm not.
I'll interview Shelton.
Promise you not hating, I promise you, bro. All right, man. Well, this has been episode 26, man. We appreciate y'all rocking with us. Don't forget to follow us. We on social media platforms. We on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, man. Stay tuned for more Chamber. We'll let y'all know in advance if we're going to be live for the Chamber. But in the meantime, man, look forward to a great weekend in wrestling. A lot to talk about come Tuesday. But in the meantime, man, y'all stay blessed. Enjoy y'all week. And as always, thank you for staying tuned and watching wrestling with us, man.
Love y'all, man. See y'all Saturday in the Chamber.
Be easy.